What's up, y'all? Just coming on here today to make a quick video to share with you guys my vegan transition, my journey into the vegan lifestyle. So I moved to Atlanta about 2 months ago at this point now, 2 months ago this past Sunday, and pretty much ever since I got here, I've been a vegan, or I have been transitioning into that vegan lifestyle. So many of you may or may not know that my best friend and our other roommate, so we're all friends, we're actually all from Colorado, and we all moved here to Atlanta. We are all in one house, and we are all now vegan. Now, I wasn't vegan when I first got here, but I was prepared to basically see what that whole lifestyle was about when I got here. I guess I didn't really fully understand the extent of the vegan lifestyle when I was talking to my best friend over the phone and things of that nature when I got here. It wasn't until I actually got here that I understood, like, dang, she's like for real, like full-blown vegan. Like, there is no food in the refrigerator that has any meat or dairy products in it. It is straight vegan, like plants, vegetables, fruits, just everything is just plant-based. Like, we're literally a plant-based household here, and it's really awesome. But at first it was super intimidating to me because I had no idea where to start. I didn't know what it even really truly meant to be vegan. I didn't really understand like the health issues that were involved with partaking in and consuming a meat diet. I have learned so much since I've been here, not even from my friends, but even just on my own, doing my own research and my own journey on the vegan lifestyle. So there's just a few things that I want to come and talk to you guys about what it means to become a vegan and what that looks like if you're interested in transitioning, or if you or anyone else you know might be interested in becoming a vegan. There's 5 steps that I want you, or 5 key points that I want you to keep in mind. Number 1, please remember and understand that transitioning to a new lifestyle, a new diet, or anything is a process. It's not something that will happen overnight. You will need to be patient with yourself and know and understand that it is a detox process. There will be a withdrawal period. If you're like me, if you've been consuming meat and dairy products your whole life, there will be some withdrawals that your body will feel from not consuming those products anymore because it's no longer in your system. So you have to be patient with yourself and give yourself that time to transition into a full-blown vegan diet. Number 2, you need to start to become more aware of how your body is feeling after you consume certain foods. So this, again, is not to just jump right in and be like, okay, just totally become a vegan now. It is a process, so be patient with yourself, but also during that process, become more aware of how you're feeling after you've consumed whatever you've consumed, whether that's a vegan meal or whether that's a meat, like a standard carnivorous meal. Just become more aware of how you feel after you eat certain foods. How do you feel after you eat a big mac and cheese, a big hamburger with mac and cheese on the side and a big milkshake on the side? How do you feel after you eat that versus how do you feel if you eat like a big loaded salad with like walnuts and chia seeds and cashew nuts and dried fruit like raisins and craisins, and just like a really big loaded salad and avocado, and then maybe on the side to drink you have just like a regular smoothie or slushy, or like a natural light smoothie. How do you feel after you eat that versus your big heavy meal? So these are things that you have to become more in tune with your body, so that your body will literally tell you what it needs and what it doesn't need. So if you're feeling sluggish after a certain meal versus if you have more energy after a certain meal, those are huge points. Number 3, you just need to be open-minded to trying different foods and different substitute food options. For example, if you love pasta and you love cheese like me, I love macaroni and cheese. I was a little bit concerned when I learned that I wouldn't be able to really have real mac and cheese without the dairy in it, because cheese is dairy. So how do you make cheese on a vegan level something that would substitute that and still taste, appeal to your taste buds and basically psych your mind out to believing that it's really cheese. Well, there's a recipe that you can make that consists of like potatoes, I believe, carrots and onions, and you blend it all up into like more of a liquid consistency, so it's more of like a drippy cheese, and you just like pour that over your noodles, so it's like mac and cheese, but it's really not cheese, but your brain thinks it's cheese. So things like that, being open-minded to those substitutes. Tofu, for example, even Chipotle sells sofritas, which is basically tofu ground up, and it looks like ground beef or like ground chicken, and you can get that in your Chipotle dish versus having real beef or having real chicken or steak or anything like that. So be more open-minded to trying those different substitute food options, tofu and sofritas and grape what is it? I think it's grapefruit something, jackfruit, I think it is, that could be like a substitute fish or something like that. So just being open-minded to trying those new those substitute options out. Number 4 is to do your research. You have to do your research with everything, and this is with everything in life. I'm a firm believer in research. You can find the answers to all of your questions out there on the internet, through prayer, through writing, through in-depth conversations with yourself, but you have to have the knowledge, so you need to do your own research. So I'm a firm believer that you can just get on Google and ask Google any question that you ever have about whatever, and there will be an answer for you. So do your research. Do your research. And lastly, number 5, don't think that you are superior or better than anybody else just because you eat vegan or you eat a different way than somebody else. Yes, we know that there have been studies that show and prove that the vegan lifestyle does improve your immune system. It does have, it correlates to a longer life expectancy. There's lots of great benefits to your performance, like your daily motivation, your energy levels, your workout performance, things of that nature. Like, there's great scientific evidence that we know that the vegan lifestyle is the best lifestyle over what they call the standard American diet or the SAD diet, which it really is sad, because ultimately the diet that we Americans are used to and what we're always what we're consuming is literally killing us. We in this country have the highest rates of heart disease. We have the highest rates of cancer. It's really sad and depressing to know that we, as supposedly the #1 country in the world, the highest developed country in the world, we're suffering, and our people are struggling from diseases that can be prevented because our immune systems are being torn down by the foods and the things that we're consuming on a daily basis. So when we know and we do our research and we understand what it means to be a vegan, and it's not just, oh, I eat meat, it's more so thinking overall health in the long term, and for your ability to perform better and have a stronger life today, not later. We know that disease comes from a dis-ease in the body. There's something that's been thrown off or disrupted in the body, and the only way to combat disease is to build your immune system. Literally, even cancer patients can fight cancer if they are able to build back their immune system. The only way that we can truly build back our immune system is by the foods and the things that we're consuming on a daily day basis. So those are just my tips for you all today. If you or anyone you know is interested in transitioning into the vegan lifestyle, those are the 5 tips I would like to share with you all today. I would love to come back on and share with you guys some recipes and just the different things that we're making here in the house for those of you guys who are interested in transitioning or who are already vegan and just would like some more information or more recipe ideas and things of that nature. So stay tuned for that. I'm super excited to just continue to share with you guys what's going on in my life. Stay tuned for all the upcoming videos on the vegan lifestyle and transitioning into that journey. Talk to you guys later. Bye.